I look so oily. Hey guys, before the video starts, I just wanted to tell you guys a couple of things. I'm editing the video right now. This video was a hot mess. It took me literally forever to film this video. Hello guys, let me set this up really quick. One. Oh. Ow. Annoying. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Oh my god. There's many different takes. My phone kept stopping because the storage was getting full, so I had to keep deleting stuff from my phone, filming again. So there's like 30 different clips that I've gone through to condense into one video. So if you see that it is nice and bright and sunny in one clip and it's completely dark in the next, that's why. Just wanted to let you know. Enjoy the video. Okay, filming, yes. I'm gonna do this one more time. Let me fix. I have my little monitor down here so I can look at myself. My clock is broken. Cool. Okay. I just want to preface this by saying I've filmed this already 4 times. Let me backtrack a little bit for you. Filmed it this morning. Oh, the lighting is good. Nice. Okay. I filmed it this morning. Didn't set up the camera right. This is so annoying. Oh my god. Right, let me make sure that it's actually crooked. You see, because I can't see myself, so I don't know what it... Oh my god, whatever. Okay, if it looks ugly, it looks ugly. Okay, that's not the point. I filmed it a second time. I had the great idea of going outside to film it. Mind you, I do live in front of a hiking trail and a highway. So that didn't really work out. A problem that keeps happening is my freaking storage on my phone is filling up and I have to keep checking it every 5 seconds to make sure it's still filming. This might not even make it onto the internet. Who knows? We will see. So I came back inside. We're back inside now and I'm gonna get this video done before the sun goes down or it's not gonna go up at all. You know, I do want to get into the video. I don't want to drag this on because I don't know how much time I have. I just wanted to make this quick video for everyone. So what I wanted to do is basically make a coming out story. But most people, they make like coming out videos just to get their channel started so people know straight off the bat about that person, because when you first watch someone, you want to know everything about them. Also for people who are watching this video, you know, people who are still in the closet. For those people who need assurance that it's okay to be gay and that I feel like they can watch those videos and gain confidence in themselves and know that they're not alone. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. Where should I start? God, I don't know how to do this. What do people usually talk about first when they make these kinds of videos? Oh my god. Oh my god, something just flew in front of my window. It scared the shit out of me. Okay. At least for my experience, because it could really differ from person to person. My experience, I didn't think I was different growing up. I just thought I was me, you know what I mean? Growing up, I did do things differently than other people my age, other guys my age, or boys my age. I never felt like I was actually different. Instead of like playing with G.I. Joe dolls, going skateboarding, stuff like that, outdoorsy, masculine kind of stuff, I would be inside playing with Bratz dolls and dressing up in my sister's princess dresses when I was little. I think my mom has a picture of that. I'm gonna see if I can get that from her. This was before the technology age, so we didn't really have anything to play with, like electronically. I always did things a little bit different than everyone else, but I never felt as if I was different myself. I felt like I was everyone else, just had different tastes and different likes and stuff like that. Growing up, I never knew what gay was or what straight was or anything like that, you know what I mean? And I feel like a lot of people don't when they're growing up. It just basically started from me liking a boy when all of my friends that were boys liked girls. And so I knew that that was different, but I didn't know what that meant. I would say the first person that I ever had a crush on was in 4th grade. It was a Hawaiian boy. He had moved from Hawaii or something like that, and I was so attracted to him. And we ended up becoming really good friends. We used to do everything together, play in the playground, we'd go over to parties and stuff like that. I feel like on his side, it was more he saw me as a friend. Where on my side, I was like, yeah, so I was really, really attracted to him. That's when I knew that something was different. I had a crush on him, And my other friends that were boys had crushes on girls, and I knew that something was up with that. So that was my first kind of, I guess, inclination that I was gay, even though I didn't know what that was back then. But I ended up moving in the middle of 4th grade to Nevada. I moved off of the military base to Vegas. And there was a point where I stopped thinking about it, you know, because I wasn't attracted to every guy that I saw. I wasn't attracted to girls at all. But yeah, I just kind of stopped thinking about it. So moving forward, the next time that it ended up coming up as a thought was when I started middle school. And basically what made me notice it again was my guy friends started dating the girls that they liked, which in elementary school, it's more like you have a crush on someone, you don't really do anything about it. But in middle school, that's when people start dating. I started noticing that they were dating these girls, and, you know, girls would write me little notes in class that they had crushes on me and stuff like that, or they would tell their friend to come and tell me, you know. And at first I thought I just wasn't attracted to that specific girl that liked me, but it became more of I just wasn't attracted to any of the girls at all. And I was more attracted to the guys that were in my class or my guy friends that I had. So yeah, that's when I started thinking about it more, and I had came to the conclusion that I just liked guys. I didn't like girls at all. And at that point too, I was growing up a little bit more. I kind of knew what that meant. It's completely different than how it is now being gay. Back then when I was growing up, it was still widely unaccepted to be gay, and not really a lot of people talked about it. The people that did and who were open about it in relationships and stuff like that, they were talked about in a negative way. It isn't so much like that anymore. I feel like it's a lot more accepted than it used to be, which is great. But yeah, back then when you would see 2 guys or 2 girls kissing on TV or in movies, it was more for comedic relief or to make the audience feel uncomfortable or kind of cringe. It wasn't so much serious like how movies are now. Like you have your Love, Simon or your Call Me by Your Name, which are like really not dramatic, but like they're romance movies, you know what I mean? They're meant to be taken seriously. Whereas back then it wasn't like that. It was to make people uncomfortable because being gay was an uncomfortable subject to people. With all of that in mind, growing up around that and knowing what that meant, it kind of scared me. It made me hide my sexuality from myself and from other people. So throughout my whole middle school experience, I tried just to like girls and date girls and stuff like that. Stopped hanging out with so many girls all the time and started hanging out with guys just because that's what straight people do, I guess. They hang out with guys. Guys hang out with guys, girls hang out with girls. Just so people wouldn't have that kind of assumption that I was gay, which didn't work out. I tried out for sports. I'm good at sports. The problem that I had was mainly being around all those boys and trying to keep my feelings in check. So yeah, sports didn't end up working out. Just being around boys all the time didn't really work out. That's pretty much what happened in middle school. Going into high school though, I kind of realized that I have to deal with it. I have to come to the realization that I'm gay and just deal with it, you know what I mean? Which isn't the same for everyone. A lot of people have trouble dealing with it. For me, it wasn't as big of a deal. Dealing it with myself, with like telling other people, I wasn't ready for that at that point going into high school, like freshman year. It wasn't until my sophomore year that I felt like I was ready to start telling people. Not necessarily my family, but my friends and stuff that I had in high school, which I did. And, you know, things were fine. They didn't really care. I did struggle though with being in gym class. Because people found out that I was gay, they treated me differently. The boys were uncomfortable being around me and stuff like that, which if you're a gay guy, that's like the most frustrating thing. Hey guys, dropping in again. Why do my eyeballs look so big? Jesus. It's the filter probably. Yeah, I told you this video was a hot ass mess. I ended up losing some of the footage, so I have to continue it via Snapchat. I'm not even looking at you guys, I'm sorry. So basically, where it had left off was I was getting bullied in high school by the boys in my gym class. So short story short, I ended up fighting a lot of them because I wouldn't take their shit. I wouldn't let them call me names or push me around. And after that, things kind of got a lot better, which was great. Yeah. So after that had happened, that's when I started dating my ex-boyfriend. My boyfriend at the time, his name was Michael. It was my junior year of high school. Dating him, and that ultimately was how my mother found out about my sexuality. I was kind of outed. You know, I didn't get to tell her that I was gay. She kind of went snooping in my phone and went to my pictures and saw pictures of me and my boyfriend kissing and stuff like that. So, my roommate staring at me. This was all at a paintball range. While I was inside paintballing, I left my phone on the bench that we were sitting at while I was inside, and she ended up going through my phone. She went through my pictures, and she found pictures of me and my boyfriend kissing. So after getting out of paintball, I went back to the bench where we were all sitting at, and I saw my mom there, and she was not happy with me. She was quite upset. I was like, what's going on? Because obviously I didn't know what was happening. And she pushed my phone over to me, and she was like, this better not be what I think it is. And I basically told her, yeah, it is. It's exactly what you think it is. And she was quite upset with me when I told her that. Not so much, I don't think it was because she was homophobic. She's not anymore. Definitely now that she's gotten used to the fact that I'm gay, she's realized that it really doesn't change the person just because of the type of person that they choose to be with. She's completely fine with it now. I can openly talk to her about boys that I'm dating or boys that I'm seeing. She's awesome. She's like my best friend. I love her. But there was a point where she didn't really understand what being gay meant, I think, and that's what kind of made her have less than a positive reaction when I told her. And yeah, so after telling my mom, I basically told my sister and my grandmother. They were the last ones that I told, actually, too. Because after that point, I just didn't see a point in telling, anyone else. I told the people I was most close with about that. Everyone else, even though I am close with them, I just didn't see a need to. And it was actually on National Coming Out Day that I told them. I told my sister. I think I just texted her, really. I was just like, hey, I like boys. And she texted me like, dude, I know. That was really uneventful, which I was kind of expecting it to be. Me and my sister are really close. So I knew she wouldn't judge me or anything like that. And so I told my grandmother too. Her response was it wasn't the same. She didn't know I was gay, but she really didn't have a negative reaction to it. She just basically told me that she still loves me and this and that, and which was really nice to hear. You know what I mean? Especially from someone like your grandmother who grew up, or in her time, it was even worse than in my time with being gay and stuff like that. So the fact that she still loved me and still accepted me for who I was really, really nice. So yeah, fast forward a couple years. It's been like, 4 or 5 years since coming out to everyone. Life now is awesome. My whole family knows I'm gay. All my friends know I'm gay. I'm not hiding from anyone anymore. If there's one thing that I want people to take away from this video, because I know some people watching this are going to be in the closet themselves, I want you to know that my story, just as much as everyone else's story that you see when you type in coming out story, in some way we've been able to get past it. Some people, it's been easier for them to get past the fact that they're gay and that they've told their whole families and stuff like that. Some people have had really, really bad experiences, but life goes on. I want to let you know that too. So there's always going to be someone who's going to accept you. And now in our day and age, you have the internet to go to when you need advice. You can go to the internet for it. You know what I mean? And that's mainly why I wanted to make this video, is for you guys. So yeah, that's it. This took forever to film. What time is it? 5:30 in the afternoon. I started filming this at 10 o'clock in the morning. Phone keeps filling up with space, so I'm gonna go. Thank you guys very much for watching. I did want to say also, if you do have questions and stuff like that, if you want to talk. So what I was going to say before I was rudely interrupted by my storage yet again. If you guys need someone to talk to, you can follow me on all my social media. It'll be in the description box or whatever they say. Just kidding. I don't have social media. I don't really like that kind of... Can you hear me? Cool, you can hear me. I'm also doing this on Snapchat because my freaking storage on my phone is really, really getting on my nerves. The only way that you guys can really get in touch with me is via my email that I have. I'll try and put it in the description box. Or I do want to make another video of you guys pretty much getting to know me on more of a personal level. Not really about my sexuality, but just as me as a person. You guys can leave your questions in the comments below or send it to my email. And maybe I'll make a video answering those questions that you guys have. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. It did take me about 12 hours to film. I really commend the YouTubers. Before, I used to think that their life was so easy and making videos was so easy, but it's really not.